It's time, baseball fans, enthusiasts, and devotees, for dispatches from Detroit, featuring the man that gives Tiger fans the news, the scoops, and the straight dope on all things Motor City, the big guy.
Well, we are a quarter of the way through the season, and I wish I could slow it down. It's moving way too quickly, and I suppose maybe it's because the Tigers are playing so well that we just keep waiting and for the next day to keep them playing. But we haven't even had summer here yet. I'm freezing. I'm here in my studio in the basement, and it's cold down here. It's cold out there. It's only 49 degrees. What is today, the 21st? It's cold, and I'd just like to slow the season down a little if I could. But as we are a quarter of the way through, it's time to take a look at the season so far and see what's going on. Okay, first piece of business, the Detroit Tiger report card. Let's go and grade the Tigers, okay? Pitching's been pretty good. With a few injuries, the starters look pretty good. We'll discuss the injuries in a moment with the injury report, but we've had some really good pitchers all playing quite well at this point in the season. So, for pitching, I give them an A. Now, relief pitching, it's pretty good. I still get a lot of stomach acid when they bring in some of these guys who gives up some hits right away and maybe a home run or two. But, last year's squad and the relief pitching squad just seemed to be so much more dependable than what we have right now. And I'm not trying to be critical. I'm very happy. But I'm going to give the relief pitching staff a B. Now, hitting. I'd like to find something wrong, something to complain about, something to improve upon, but there isn't anything right now. I guess the only thing I would really want right now is maybe Riley Green cut down on the strikeouts. That's not him. That's not what he does, but he's really been hitting well just as of recent, so maybe I should just back off that statement. Yeah. Riley, just keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep that recommendation to myself. So for hitting, I give them an A. Let's take a look at the bench, because the bench is very, very important in Detroit. A.J. Hinch is managing a bench like a wizard. It just tells me that the bench is deep and players are always ready to play, without ego issues. They're ready to go. So I'm going to give the bench an A. There you go. That's a great report card. I'm looking forward to the next quarter of the season. Get us to the halfway point. Okay, and the record as of today, which is May 21st, it is 32 wins, 17 losses, and as it turns out, I just stopped watching the game. The Tigers are ahead 3-1 against St. Louis right now. So, okay, let's take a look at the injuries, okay? We still have Alex Cobb. He's still on the team, even though we haven't seen him, and he's still on a 15-day IL, but he's been away for quite some time. He's had an inflammation in his hip, and he's getting injections. And I don't know when he should be back. We haven't seen anything on that. Parker Meadows is on the 60-day IL. Got that nerve issue in his arm. Now he's rehabbing in Toledo, from what I understand, and he could be ready by mid-June. They say that, but I'm not sure they really know that for sure, because nerves are one of those things that. There's not going to be a time limit on those. It's going to get better when it gets better. That's about it. Okay, Matt Vierling. Now, here's the deal with him. A 10-day on the IL, which has obviously turned into almost a month and a half with that right rotator cuff issue. I just saw him in the dugout like last week. He was in Detroit. He's supposed to be rehabbing in Toledo, which is, I know, just down the street from him, but he's in Detroit already. I think we're going to see him in play very, very soon. Very, very soon. Could be this week. That's what I'm thinking. Wencel Perez, 30-day IL. He's got that lumbar spine inflammation. He's taking care of business in West Michigan over there. He's working his way through the injuries and rehabbing, and he's going to be ready soon as well. Ty Madden, the pitcher, 60-day IL with a right rotator cuff. He's been rehabbing in Lakeland. And they're saying he could be returning in June. I'm not an authority, but things that I've read, he's not going to be ready by June. That's just what I'm thinking. Reese Olson, who is the latest member of the injury list, is dealing with a right ring finger inflammation. It's got a 15-day IL stint. That's what they're talking about. And they're going to look at him real soon, and he should be back in very early June, maybe like next week. That's what I hear on the broadcasts. Casey Mize, same thing. Mild left hamstring strain. He was on a 15-day IL. He has thrown some simulated games, so he's out tossing it right now, and he could be back within the next week or so. In fact, I heard that he might be pitching in the Cleveland series coming up very soon, like this week. All right, I want to talk about the Novi show. I'm going to go to that on Sunday, Sunday the 1st, June 1st. It's going to be May 30th through the 1st, so it's 3 days at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. It's really the Detroit Sports Spectacular. So this is they've got tons of autograph folks there. And just the last time I went last year, it was a really, really nice card show. A lot of old stuff, a lot of new stuff, and really a lot of non-sports stuff, not just Pokemon. Just I saw these rock and roll cards I've never seen before. They were from the 60s and 70s. I had a lot of them at this one table. So if you are looking for something that's rare, you're looking for something that's it's just something you just don't see at any other show, this is a good show for you to go to. That is the Novi show, the Suburban Collection Showplace, Detroit Sports Spectacular, and that's coming up next week. Did I say this week? Next week. Okay. All righty. Now, we always do a baseball card Tiger Tail. And today it's got, I've always done vintage cards because they're so interesting. Today I wanted to do this because I was looking through this the other day because it's a long story. It's because of another card that I have associated with this box set. And I said, well, let me take a look at that box set. You've probably seen this. It's the 1983 box set, the Detroit Tigers Al Kaline story. And it's really a set of all the cards that are highlighting his youth, some of the things he did as a kid, through high school. He never went to the minors, so there's nothing in there about the minor league time he spent. Early years in his career, all the awards, family, just World Series, All-Star games, just an amazing little 73-card set. I've seen these at flea markets and garage sales. I've seen them at antique fairs and stuff like that. So they're very available. They have gotten very expensive. I've seen them now for $40 to $50 to $60, which really surprised me. I'm going to take a look at some of these cards. Not all of them, not all 73, just some of the cool ones. And then the one that really kind of drove me to go back and look at this. So let's take a look at them right now. Here's the kind of the header card on there. It's kind of like the cover of the box. It's kind of a cool one. And they're all with orange borders, except for the ones with black borders. And the ones with black borders are colored pictures, and they're really cool. I really enjoy this one right here. I just think that's really a nice photograph of Al Kaline. Late in his career. Here he is in high school. I believe they won the championship that year. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Here's Al getting his glove. First glove. I don't know if it's his first. It just kind of looks like it is. Here's Al with his wife, Louise. Here's Al being given his number. And Pat Mullen, who played for the Tigers. That was Pat's number. Here is the very young Al Kaline and the very young Mickey Mantle, batting champs. It's a nice card. Now, here's the card that drove me to actually pull this box set out and take a look at it. That is Billy Martin Al Kaline and Harvey Keene, all for the Tigers, talking with Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford for, obviously, the Yankees. And it's a neat card. If you look over there to the, I guess it'd be your right, that's that guy peering off into the abyss there is Whitey Ford. And every time I see this card, it always makes me go, he's looking for trouble. He's looking to see where the beer is being held and some pretty girls over there. He looks like he's going to get into trouble. But at any rate, I ran across this card in my collection when I was moving some stuff around. I'm trying to remodel my card room here. And it's that very same card you just saw, but it's got Billy Martin's autograph on it in silver. I'm tilting this around so you can probably make out the autograph. It's kind of hard to see because it kind of blends in. But I just thought that was such a unique card in the first place. But to have Billy Martin sign it, I just thought that was really cool. So when I saw this, I go, oh, I got to get that box set out and do that for my Tiger Tail. All right, let's get back to it. I think I said that the orange cards are almost all in black and white, and it's the black bordered ones are in color. Here is Norm Cash, Rocky Colavito, and Al Kaline horsing around. They were all together in 1960, and man, could those fellas hit some home runs. They were very good then. Here's Al Kaline with just one of his many awards, Gold Glove Award. This one is a picture that in 1962 when he took a spill out in the outfield. I'm trying to remember now. He missed a lot of action. He missed about 2 months because he broke his collarbone. You see the way he's like laying there. That hurts just looking at that. You can see, yeah, if it wasn't anything at all, it would definitely be that collarbone. He's just laying right on it. I am skipping quite a few of these because, like I said, I don't want to make this too long. But it's one of my favorite ones in here. It's my favorite announcer, Ernie Harwell, my favorite player, Al Kaline, and my second favorite announcer, George Kell. They all worked together eventually in the broadcast booth. And here's George Kell. Whoops. Sorry about hitting you with a microphone. That's dangerous. George Kell giving Kaline his another Gold Glove Award. Here's Freehand and Bill Freehand and Al Kaline getting the Gold Glove Award from Charlie Gehringer, the Mechanical Man. Well, here's another Mickey and Al together. They were almost teammates once. Did you know that? The Tigers were going to trade Kaline away for Moose Skowron back in the day. Yeah, Moose Skowron. Yeah, it was Moose Skowron. But he broke his arm, and the deal was off. Can you imagine that? I don't even like thinking about that. I like this picture because one of the true stars in this photo, there's Greenberg, Newhouser, Rogel, Kaline, McLean, Gehringer. But the big star to me is the stadium. Beautiful Tiger Stadium and the bleachers straight away. I love that photo. And speaking of the stadium and the bleachers, here is the Kaline family posing in beautiful Tiger Stadium with the bleachers as the backdrop. It's another really cool card. Just shows Al in the on-deck circle back in 1972. Quietly watching the game unfold, plotting his next at-bat. Now here's Kaline after he hit his 3,000th hit. This is his Mom and his dad, and Lee McPhail, league champion or league president, and Jim Campbell, who was the GM for the Tigers on 3,000 hit day. To this day, I still have the Detroit Free Press with this on the front page. Kind of yellowed over the years, but I was so proud of him. 14 years old I was. Here he is saying goodbye. 1974. And here he is. This is on Kaline Day, I think, where they're out on the field. Okay, it's cold. It's wet. He's looking at all the stuff that he was given as being a member of the Tigers, a lot of gifts. And he's going to join the broadcast booth. So here is his broadcast partner in color. Brand new career for Mr. Kaline. Here they are, black and white. The voice of the Tigers at that time. This is a real neat one. This is his last All-Star game. He's down there kind of in the front row there a little bit. Here's Pat Mullen again and Al after they've retired the number for Kaline. Oh, and here's this one's nice. This is Al and Mickey Lolich. I love this photo. Here is a plaque that hangs down in Cooperstown. His Hall of Fame plaque. And here's Al when he was a kid with his hero, Stan Musial. And that's kind of why he got the number 6, because he looked up to old number 6 for the Cardinals. Here he is with the legendary Ted Williams. I want to show just these last 2 cards. This is my favorite card in the set. It's just shot in such an artful way, shot from down below, kind of like a fisheye lens. Stadium looks really, really huge. And then this card is also kind of one of my favorites. Brooks Robinson and Al Kaline. I have got this in a, 10, 12 by 14 photograph, matted, framed, signed by both of them. This is one of my favorite things. And that's it. That is the 1983 Al Kaline story, the box set. If you love Al Kaline, you love the Detroit Tigers, that's something you can pick up. That's not that expensive, like I said, between $30 and $50. And I enjoyed looking at them again after running across this. And we will take a look again when I come back to you with dispatches from Detroit. Talk soon.
Go get 'em, Tigers! This concludes your dispatch from Detroit. Remember to like and subscribe for more content from the 313, the D from the Motor City.